Evil entities, mischievous spirits, mysterious death and a structure with a split personality continue to perplex the team as our investigation concludes in Morecambe.
And this week we continue our epic investigation into the Naples of the North, a place quite literally packed full of paranormal activity. Welcome back to Most Haunted and Morecambe's Winter Gardens.
The theatre was one of the 5 largest in the country and designed to be a grand music hall. It was built during the late 19th century seaside tourism boom. From the outset, it played host to all the famous faces of popular entertainment, from the glittering history of variety, from Marie Lloyd and Laurel and Hardy through to Morecambe and Wise, the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. It's where one of Britain's best-loved actresses, Thora Hird, began her career, and it was here she met her future husband, who was the drummer with the resident band. During the Second World War, it was pressed into service by the RAF as a training facility. Its inevitable decline coincided with a boom in television and cheap foreign package tours, which took its audiences away. Its doors finally closed in 1977. Now owned by the Friends of the Winter Gardens, who are determined to return it to its former glory.
We've already spent a considerable time here, and this is what greeted us.
But this place is so creepy, isn't it? I mean, it is. That. Can't move. I don't know which direction to go in.
Take that way, all 3 together, go.
Is there anyone at home who wants to change places with me at this present moment in time? What the f was that?
Well, that was supposed to have been the nicest half of this place. So what awaits us as we now travel into the darker side of this very haunted theatre?
What more could our historian Leslie Smith tell us about this substantial venue and its supposed phantoms?
Tonight we're going to explore the evil side of the theatre, beyond the so-called invisible line. There, the malevolent, small entity will chase us from room to room, some people say. There we will find Stan, who should be aggressive and push people around. And there we might find a wardrobe mistress still weeping because she never made it onto the stage, and she's so talented compared with them.
Another terrifying apparition is that of a former manager who's been seen here on the stage. He's believed to be violently opposed to any visitor and has been physically aggressive, punching and slapping people who dare enter this area. As soon as you enter the theatre, the negative entities seem to hit you square between the eyes. This staircase is said to be haunted by a small, malevolent phantom that is well known to terrorise people with stark regularity. Unfortunately, he doesn't confine his activities just to this area. He also lurks up here in the circle, disturbing visitors and workers alike with violent, unprovoked attacks. Remnants of the site's previous history as a public baths can be seen all around the basement. It's a maze of rooms, each looking different to the next, and is completely dark. Shadowy figures have been seen cowering in the gloomiest of corners, and it's thought that they're hiding from something far more sinister than themselves. The ferocious, evil presence that overwhelms this, the dark side of the Winter Gardens.
Given our previous encounters in what is supposedly the good side of the theatre, I asked parapsychologist Dr. Kieran O'Keefe how he thought the team should prepare for the coming investigation in the evil side of the vast theatre.
Now, let's talk about the bad side of this theatre. Where do we begin? For instance, there's always a basement, there's always a cellar, and this one is absolutely horrific. I don't like it at all.
It is absolutely awful. Even my first trip down there, I was just imagining what it would be like with the lights off and how scary it was. I can imagine it preying on people's minds when they're down there conducting lone vigils or even vigils with one or two other people. It's just going to play havoc with them. Not only that, we do have to be very careful with any sort of investigation conducted down in that basement area, because if anybody's walking across the floorboards, either in the auditorium part or on the stage, that could be misinterpreted as a sound heard down in the basement.
What do you think about the phenomena of people being violently attacked on one half of the stage? Slapped, punched, pushed? I mean, and it's not just once or twice. We're talking about a lot of times. It's been witnessed so many times. Surely you've got to think that there's something in that.
Oh, I definitely think there's something in this split between the stages and the split between the theatre generally in the whole Winter Gardens. It is very, very strange, specifically with the stage, to get this violent interaction. I'm a bit dubious as to whether, again, we're dealing with a one-off incident that has built up because of suggestion, because of the paranormal groups coming in, getting excited about the possibility of being violently attacked and kind of misinterpreting or just getting very excitable and experiencing that sort of phenomena, but it being genuinely natural. It's a very unique place, and the stage is very unique to have that good and bad side.
Even with our previous frightening experiences still fresh in our minds, the team were impatient to continue our scrutiny of the Morecambe Winter Gardens. And once again, we're joined by guest medium Brian Shepherd, who will attempt to guide us safely through the evil side of the vast theatre. What shocks are in store for us tonight?
What?
No, be careful.
Why?
Because it's not nice. There's something on these stairs that's not nice at all. Got a sense of shouting as well. Or there's something else here.
Is this him shouting?
No, there's another male presence.
Yeah.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh my!
The Most Haunted team are continuing our exploration of the Morecambe Winter Gardens, a once magnificent theatre which is supposed to be split into two paranormally opposed halves, one good and the other evil. Tonight we embark on a lit walk-around of what is alleged to be the dark side of the cavernous building and rumoured to be full of unexplained spiritual activity.
What do you get coming down these stairs now?
I get a distinct cold feeling, if you like, coming over and walking down these stairs. There's no lack of energy down here. It's just a bit more foreboding, you know, than at the top there. So
Yeah.
I can only say that. And okay, if we could go on down a bit, I can't quite put my finger on what it is. Something on the stairs.
Freaking me out.
Oh, sorry. There's something up and down these stairs, and I can't think what it is. Now, be careful.
Why?
Because it's not nice. There's something on these stairs that's not nice at all.
Well, what is it?
It's like a dwarf or something.
Right.
Maybe from an actor on stage, I don't know, but there's this smell, this stench.
Why do you say not nice? Well,
because it's pushing me away. It's like pushing past and in an aggressive manner. this. Do you mind if we just get off the stairs? There's a lot. He or something is running up and down the stairs. Okay, there's a lot of energy diving past me all the time, and I just don't want to be on the staircase.
Any name with him?
Could be Henry, but I would not like to swear to that. Okay. And frankly, I'm uncomfortable about being
around this area.
This area.
How old would you say he was? I know that.
A middle-aged man, I would think, but you know, as I say, a dwarf.
And what time period would he have been here performing?
I don't know. Once again, early, and you know, early on.
Early 1900s.
Yeah, 1900s. Yeah.
Henry. You're saying his name's Henry. You all right?
Yeah. No. Something doesn't want us. Something's trying to prevent me from moving forward. There's something diving about on the. No, it's not a different character. It's exactly the same.
You're all right.
Yeah.
This is Henry.
Also something else. There's another. And I'm getting. Oh God! Something doesn't want us in here. Why doesn't he want us in here?
Who's he? Who are you talking about?
There's a male presence in here. There's another male presence.
Yeah.
A gruff, kind of tall man.
Yeah.
Trying to prevent us moving along this aisle.
What if I walk through there? Yeah, I'm all right.
There's something else, isn't there? There's a female figure. There's a female figure. She's selling something. What's she selling?
You all right?
Yeah, she's selling something. Cigarettes. Sweets? Cigarette? What is that? Now be very careful, because something is trying to prevent us from being over that side of the building. Stan? We mean you no harm. Stan.
How is he attached to this woman?
I don't know. Maybe. He's attached to her. He's definitely pushing me, pushing me away. I don't think he. Oh my God!
You all right, Leslie?
You okay? Was that something dropping?
No, something thrown at me.
Something thrown. Something is aggressive in this part of the building. Okay, he does not want us in here. He does not want us over this part of the building.
Shh. Sorry, Brian. There's tapping.
Yeah.
Behind you. It's not distant. It was on there. So there's this gentleman called Stan who doesn't want us in.
Yeah, he doesn't want us in. He's trying to prevent us from being near the
female.
As a girl, yeah.
And do you think he's connected to her? Is there a love interest? Is it his wife, his girlfriend?
No, I think there's an interest, maybe, yeah. There's an interest. I don't think it's his wife at all.
But why is he haunting here?
This is it. This is what I don't know. And why Carl's been hit. He hit.
You okay?
This is what I don't know. Yeah, he's been hit by something. Got a sense of shouting as well. Or there's something else here.
Is this him shouting?
No, there's another male presence also. From the seats, from somewhere down near the front of the balcony. There's someone banging his fists and shouting down at the stage.
What's he saying?
Oh, just some obscenity.
Yeah.
Dancers on the stage. Why? I don't know.
What, he doesn't want the dancers on the stage?
No, he's shouting at them as though, it upsets him, or he's angry at them. He's banging and shouting all the time.
And this isn't
making
Stan?
a fuss. No.
No, this is somebody else.
There is a presence, and he's pushing us away. Stan doesn't want us near here.
Well, let's move forward.
There's a lot of activity.
He doesn't want us over that way.
I'm just worried that once again we're going to get attacked with something. I'm really not that comfortable at all about being in this area whatsoever at the moment.
Well, it's a good place to come back and do an investigation, won't it?
It is. Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's move from here.
Okay.
So we've got Stan. We've got.
Ooh.
You all right?
I don't know,
idea.
but I just do not feel comfortable about this area at all.
Okay.
Oh, careful. Yeah.
You all right?
I don't know if that was me, but something just at my leg
Okay.
there.
No, you were very near. Well, you were very near the
She's still
the
here
girl.
by me.
Yeah.
Leslie, before you go, just come on up, because I just want to ask you, Brian picked up on the stairs earlier on, and he said that there was a small person, a gentleman possibly called Henry, running up and down the stairs. I've forgotten the time period that you mentioned, I think early 1900s.
Early 1900s.
Yeah. Any sort of historical facts there to base it on?
Not historical facts, sadly, but it's very well known. A lot of people they describe, we probably wouldn't use that phrase these days, a dwarf running about all over the place, pushing people, being extremely aggressive, the stink of cigar smoke. He comes up here and goes to the back of this circle here. Right. He pushes people around. Then we have this second personality called Stan, a caretaker here.
Oh, right, okay.
Absolutely obsessed with a cigarette seller.
No.
And so much so that he pushes people over, he punches people if you get anywhere near her, particularly men, but he's happy to be aggressive with women too. We have them...
Is that where the stones and things are coming from? Or?
I mean, it said very violent as well. The man in the box I'm most alarmed about, more than Stan.
Okay.
Because he's a pervert.
Who?
The man in the box.
He is shouting obscenity.
He's shouting obscenities. It's worse than that.
Okay.
And he's doing it with the actresses. We know he is.
Right.
And us women need to be very cautious when we enter that
Don't say anything more, okay?
Oh, goodness, there's
Oh, what is this?
Oh, I don't know where
I've not been in here before. What are all these balls?
I don't know.
Brian!
Sorry. There's because for a start, there's movement in here.
Is there?
Yeah. And up. Torch is fading. Well, there's definite movement right through under the stage. So what's that at the end? Is that another doorway or what?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh my! Now be careful.
Flipping bowling ball.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and
who would have moved that, Brian?
I don't know. That was obviously the figure I would have thought that I saw dive into here.
So who do you think's with us?
There's something not nice about this at all. There's definitely something. There's a presence down here that's not nice at all. And it's at the end of the. Yeah, it's a man. It's a man.
Another aggressive man.
Well,
there's loads of them.
Yeah, there is. I mean, I think we're talking about another actor here.
An actor?
Yeah. We're under the stage.
Yeah.
We're directly under the stage now, I think.
Show yourself.
A male actor?
Yeah. But cloaked. He seemed to be cloaked and hooded.
This door here is just open. We've just seen it.
Just opened?
Is it?
Windy night with the doors.
Something has just gone through. Something has just gone through this below this stage, isn't it?
So the door has definitely.
Yeah, something came through this part of the building.
I've just watched it happen.
I'm sure it came.
Oh! All right. Whoa.
That came from that end of the room. There.
That's like a shower of pebbles, wasn't it?
Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, boy.
It's horrible in
okay.
here. It's just really quite nasty, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, what is this?
I don't know, it's just not nice. Is he still here, Brian?
Yeah, there's a presence down here. I can't quite make out where it's gone, but... Oh, my...
That was in here. Oh, is this... well, I'm not sure, but there's a rod on the floor. Is that a metal rod?
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if that was there before.
I don't know. I think... No, well, I don't know.
What is this, Brian?
Now, this...
What the...
Do you know... So what is
What the
that?
hell?
Yeah.
Oh, my... Kieran!
Cameron,
That came from up here. No
What,
one
this
was
is
there. And it was a load of stones or something.
This is rained down, isn't it? From somewhere.
Kieran, it came from up
here.
there and
Yeah.
fell down. It was like... Did you hear it, Roger?
That's all you, isn't it?
There's a handful of small stones.
Yeah, yeah.
But there was nobody
There's
here.
nobody here.
This area is completely... It's completely different, isn't it? This is from a different time.
You all right? What's the
Whoa,
matter?
something pushed you, didn't it?
You okay?
I'm prepared to think I tripped.
Did
but
you?
It felt like
Did
something
you?
pushed me.
Yeah, okay.
Whoa, there it is again. Behind you, Roger. It just happened again.
I just think that this is something different. This isn't... Something was here before, the theatre.
Yeah. Well, what was it?
And I think we're standing in it, frankly. It's like... See the floor? It's like... It was some kind of baths.
Okay.
Okay? Some
Yeah.
sort of like almost public baths or something.
Oh,
God.
it's all right.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay,
it's me. It's
nothing,
really
right.
jumpy, sorry.
Okay, you're
Sorry.
right.
Fair
you're right.
enough.
Sorry, I just saw... never mind.
Fair enough.
Just saw
Okay, hang on.
my own
Was it a
torchlight.
mistake? Was that it?
Was your own
I thought it might be. I didn't want to say.
There was a building here before the theatre. 18-something. It was definitely palace, but I don't know. It's like a public baths.
Right. Palace.
Yeah, something palace maybe. I think 18-something. It was just before there was a theatre on this side.
Before it was a theatre on the site, it was a
Yeah.
public baths here. Absolutely
Okay.
right. And some of the tiles on the floor give us a hint of what has
Yeah.
been before. So because this was a place where people came to enjoy themselves, they converted this huge building into this enormous theatre.
Right, okay.
So they still
Weird.
came to enjoy themselves. And don't forget, public baths in those days weren't just about swimming. People came for a bath.
Oh,
Yeah, they didn't have baths at home.
Of
They came
course.
for a bath once a week.
That's right.
The public masses came for baths, so there'd be lots of chambers with private rooms where there'd be 4 or 5 baths like we have at home with people, and there would be a swimming pool as well. But its main function was actually a public bath, so people came for a bath.
Brilliant. Oh, what's that? But there's...
You're
Anyone
right,
picking up
far back.
anything at all? Because there's a lot of activity all of a sudden down here.
Well, why are they haunting, or is it just energy?
I think it's just energy, but they're... Well, I saved that.
The supposedly evil side of the Winter Gardens is certainly living up to its reputation. Our meeting with a small but evil entity that lurked on the stairs and followed us to the circle, where medium Brian Shepherd was convinced the spirit of a man named Stan pushed and shoved the unwary in jealous protection of the object of his desire, a young girl usherette who sold cigarettes and sweets to the theatre patrons. And when the team descended into the basement, the poltergeist activity we encountered confirmed we were in the presence of something very sinister. Given the amount of activity we have already provoked within the lit walkaround, we wonder apprehensively what we might expect when we switch to night vision and truly plunge into darkness.
You don't scare me. You really don't scare me.
Whoa!
Sitting very, very close to the table now.
Whoa!
Out! Get out!
We are continuing our second night's investigation of the Morecambe Winter Gardens, and already we've witnessed a considerable amount of supposed paranormal activity. As we switch to night vision, we move to the basement and resolve to hold a séance in an attempt to contact the 2 actors that medium Brian Shepherd sensed are held within its dark confines.
I feel sick with fright.
Whoa! Out! Get out!
Whilst Kath, Leslie and Carl join me around the table, Brian sits to one side and, using his ability as a psychic artist, he sketches the phantoms that he believes have joined us.
If there's anybody here, any spirit people here, if there's an actor here, a gentleman that used to be an actor, please come towards this table now. Come towards us. Let us know of your presence. Let us know that you're here. God, I feel like something's blowing right on my face. Whoa.
Something very, very close to the table now.
Whoa, whoa!
Very close.
That's all right. It's come right.
Still.
No, we're talking what time period with this? Whoa, by the side of you.
That was right underneath my table.
Okay.
Come on, if that's the best you can do, do more. You don't scare me. You really don't scare me.
Disappeared again.
He has. Bang twice if you can hear me.
There. Yeah, twice.
Thank you. Do you mean us harm? 2 for yes, 1 for no. Right. Do you mean us harm? 2 for yes, 1 for no. Again, please.
It's very, very clear.
Can you make it louder? Do it really loud, please. Make that noise again with your voice. Should we find out if he has a name? Shall we use the glass? Go on, Brian. What do you want to say? Do you want to say something?
No, sorry, no. I just felt that it's very close to you.
Who? To us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Is he an actor?
Yeah.
Sir, if you're still here, please. Please, can you spell out your first name for us? Did you say he was an actor?
Well,
We're assuming. Oh, we know Brian's.
Brian.
Yes. Are you an actor? Yes.
my fingers up for a bit then as well. Okay, cool.
Yes, all right. B. B. A. N. What does that say? That ban Q.
Looks like an O.
Right. Who? I don't know what Banquo is.
In Macbeth, I've said the word. You never say Macbeth in a theatre.
No.
The Scottish play. Banquo's ghost was a murdered soul, and he appears, blood running down him, nodding constantly as a ghost, and terrified audiences at the time of Shakespeare.
Why? Sorry. Why would he mention it during a Ouija board session? I don't understand.
He's taking the mickey, isn't he? He's a ghost.
Yeah.
And Banquo's ghost is a ghost.
Oh, I see.
You want to know who I am, do you? I'm
right.
Banquo's ghost. I'm a ghost.
Maybe he played Banquo's ghost in
Oh, put your finger on that. Quick.
I think he's taking the piss.
Did you play Banquo's ghost? You're listening to this, aren't you? What does it say?
Yes. Taking
yes,
the hand off.
Yes.
We'll
Yeah.
have that then.
Yes. Yeah.
Brian, have you...
Yeah. What have you got, Brian? Let's have a look.
What I have is very scratchy, but in the darkness, what I have is you people at the table and a form at the back of you. That was the doorway. Leslie was about there,
Yeah.
looking that way. I have a shape here and one just beyond you.
Okay. This is the actor, the
Yeah,
dark
the
figure.
actor, but there's another one here.
Right. Okay.
So we seem to have you know two figures passing by the table at one point.
With Brian Shepherd's haunting image of two hooded figures etched in our minds, Kieran and I remain with him to continue the vigil in the basement, whilst Kath and Leslie go together to the haunted stairs. Will they encounter the small evil spirit?
No, I'm bricking it, actually.
Leslie.
Right, so we've got to go... I don't like it here. What was that bloody black shadow then?
Oh, bollocks.
I don't like this, me.
Leslie! Leslie! Leslie, we can't even go the bleeding stairs!
This is creepy even for me.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. I don't get scared, and I don't mind basements generally. But when you look down there when there's a little bit of light, with all of those beams standing up, and also there's 2 or 3 little corridors off to the right, and you kind of have that anticipation that especially now we've got the suggestion of these aggressive spirits, of these aggressive shadows lurking around. You've got this anticipation that something's going to jump out.
So, Brian, are they here with us?
There's an energy that you can feel. There's something moving toward the end of the room.
Have you got your grease paint on? What was that? Was that you? Did you hear that, Kieran?
Yes, I heard that. Are you sure that wasn't you, Brian?
No, it wasn't me at all. I haven't moved.
I don't know.
Have you got your grease paint on? What was that?
Can I just tell you? I'm bloody shitting myself.
Leslie, we've not even got him.
I can't even get up the stairs.
Stuart! What?
Is it Stuart? Stu?
Hello? Who is it?
We're doing it, Sam.
Stu? Yeah. We can't do this. Stu.
Come, Stu.
Can somebody come with us? Stu, we can't even make it up the stairs.
How far have you gone?
There.
Come on.
Please, if you can hear us, calling out to the 2 gentlemen spirits, the actors here. Please make a noise.
There.
Okay. That was the same noise that we heard
had that
before.
just now, didn't we?
The
No, but that was
metallic
the
sound.
same metallic throwing thing that we
Was
heard
it?
before. Yeah, when we were doing the lip stuff. It's gonna...
Do you want to look?
Yeah, of course we do.
Do you feel sick?
I feel sick with fright.
You're not the only one.
Do you feel like that too?
Yeah.
What the f*** is that?
What's
So it's just
that?
a torch.
There's nothing down. Don't use that, Leslie.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Kind of like kick it.
Is it like
Yeah,
that?
but it sounded like it was dropped, didn't it?
Yes.
Do. Yes, that's what it sounds
That's what
like.
it was.
But that was in the same position, more or less, as where it was before when we walked in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I did a double take on that
Yes.
as well.
But we previously heard a sound, didn't we?
Yes.
Towards this end of the room.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. We really, really appreciate it.
So,
Should we get back to where we were?
Yeah, I was.
Ask for the same thing.
Well, I was just.
oh,
It's the
what?
girls. It's the girls.
Calm down, you bastards! Whoa!
What was it?
Hey, shut up!
Sorry. It hit my leg. Following their terrifying encounters, Kath and Leslie bravely put thoughts of personal safety to one side and continue their vigil. However, they decide that Ian Cash should join them for moral support. Ever the most foolhardy of the investigation team, Carl and Stuart decide that an investigation of the theatre's roof space is long overdue and climb to its dangerous heights.
I actually feel like I'm swaying from side to side. I think that's a height thing with me because I'm scared of heights, you see.
But also, we're on a dome as well. This isn't straight.
It's not level what we're on now.
Come on, if you're here, do something.
One wrong movement, mate, and we're brown bread. That's the seriousness of it.
Well, at this present moment, our life is what? A
What?
foot.
What's that? What is that? What is that that I just trod on that's moving?
We've just had a bang from up there.
What?
If there's anybody here in this theatre, any actors, the man in the cloak.
Do you know?
Did you see a flash of light then?
Yeah,
I
two
did.
red lights.
I did.
I'm actually finding it very difficult to spend time up here because of the height we're at and the board we're standing on. I'm actually wobbling from side to side. It's almost like I feel drunk for some reason because I am actually scared of heights and I'm actually scared of the dark as well. What was that?
What's that,
Stu? Was that a bulb or something? Something's just been thrown, mate.
Huh?
Something's just been thrown.
Oh, darling, have you? Really? You just do feel cold?
No, I'm absolutely boiling.
Oh, freezing. If there's anybody here, can you please let yourself be known to us? Move the glass on the table, the chairs.
Oh, I feel my head like.
I think it's just blood pressure, isn't it, when we've got ourselves so frightened?
Just get through here a second and see what's going on. Whoa! Saw that then. I saw something then. That was a stone or something heavy. Carl? Where the f***'s he gone? Carl? Carl! Carl! Where are you? Where have you been? I've been shouting you back there.
Well, I can hear. I feel dizzy.
Just hang on to something, man, and take your time. I've had something thrown at me up here. Literally just there, where my torch is shining.
I went right down to the curved dome of this, right down to. Sorry, mate.
Hey?
I thought you were right down to the end, where it curves down into nothingness.
Right.
And it was like something was grabbing hold of me coming back, and I shouted at you about 3 or 4 times, and
Mate, I didn't hear anything.
I could almost hear you, but it was like really muffled.
Didn't hear a thing. All I can hear is the wind and the rain outside.
Hello? Is anybody here?
What the?
Oh shit!
What was that?
Leslie,
Where did that come from?
how can we get out?
We're not having that.
What the?
Oh shit!
What was that?
How can we get out?
Come to me, come to me.
Can we get out that way?
Yeah.
What the?
We're not having that
Hey,
anymore.
shit, hang on. Oh,
This way.
who's that?
With the team now bombarded on all fronts by the terrifying activity from the evil side of the cavernous theatre, the investigation races towards its climax.
That was a scream, wasn't it?
It wasn't there, a minute.
It was the most horrible gurgling sound.
The 2-night investigation into the haunted Winter Gardens, Morecambe, is about to reach a horrifying climax. Carl and Stuart continue their vigil high above the theatre's stage and stalls in its decaying roof space. And alerted by the screams of Kath and Leslie, location producer Stuart Harrison joins them to reassure himself that they are safe.
What's that?
Did you make a noise then?
Where?
Just then.
Not made a noise at all.
We had the most appalling, gurgling noise that came round that corner. It was absolutely terrifying. Right. We're out of here.
To any spirits, astral beings that may be up here, just to let you know we're going now. Please don't throw stones, don't throw any sharp objects at us. If you wish to talk to us...
Come on, if you're here, do one last thing. Smash this light bulb above me.
Where is it? Okay.
Two of
Yeah,
them.
I see it. There's loads, isn't there? I see them, yeah.
Smash those 2 above me, or one of them.
Right, let's get gone. Let's go. Take your time. I feel dizzy. I feel like I'm going to have a panic attack any second now. So I think the ladders are just over yonder there. So I'm going to have to get down now, we can't.
What was that? Something dropped?
Something went pop. I was nearly sick. Where's that noise coming from?
I don't know. It's like ting.
We'll have to ask Kieran and see see what he thinks about it. I know what he'll say.
Oh shit!
Whoa! I'm nearly going there, Carl.
Just this move? What?
That move. Well,
moving.
I don't know. I think it
what
was
was
just.
That noise?
I don't know. It like Carl. Come on.
This is too dangerous. I'm being pushed the now.
Get hold of me, don't let go of me. Leslie. I am.
Listen.
Did you hear that scream?
Listen.
That was a scream, wasn't it?
Wait there a minute. A minute.
It was the most horrible gurgling sound.
Wait there.
Fine. Just gonna. There we go. There we go. Right. Yeah. Fine. Oh shit! Get out! Right, whoever's throwing that, get. I mean it. I'm not about now. Who's up here?
Show us yourself. Don't throw things at us. Just show us yourself.
Oh!
What?
Something just pushed me.
Right, Stu. It's not. It's
Out!
dangerous.
Get out!
With the night's investigation finally concluded, I wonder what ever-sceptical parapsychologist Dr. Kieran O'Keefe has made of all the activity we have encountered.
The Most Haunted team also investigated the bad side of Morecambe Winter Gardens. Some of the phenomena that happened here seemed to be a little bit more aggressive. Carl and Stuart conducted a vigil, and certainly there are a couple of incidents which you could easily interpret as being very negative, almost evil.
Oh, shit!
I remain very sceptical about their experiences because they are quite subjective. When people have experiences and they report them, you have to take it on face value, but from an evidential point of view, unless something is captured on camera, it's very, very difficult to say whether it's actual proof of the paranormal. In the basement, some members of the crew did actually have quite strong emotional experiences and also physiological experiences in the basement, and certainly, for want of a better word, were quite spooked. I think a number of the crew will argue that the basement did seem to have a very negative, evil feel about it, and that ties in with what previous eyewitnesses have said. However, from a sceptical point of view, the mere suggestion of being told that it's a negative and evil place can do enough to give people that experience. In addition to that, if you actually look at the way the basement was in terms of the architecture and it being very dilapidated, that can also give a very negative and evil appearance. Trying to separate the good from the bad was a tough investigation from a suggestion point of view, but also in trying to sort out what was real paranormal phenomena, as in genuine paranormal phenomena, or what was perfectly natural being misinterpreted as supernatural.
Our two-night investigation of the Winter Gardens Morecambe has certainly yielded some spectacular encounters and will leave the team with experiences they may not wish to remember on dark, cold nights alone. Join us next time when we go in search of the paranormal and attempt to make some sense of it. Until then, sleep tight.